Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. This segment is sponsored by TravelSpan Vacations. In Trinidad, finance ministers of the Caribbean community reviewed a range of economic and financial issues at the 15th meeting of CARICOM's Council for Finance and Planning. The Council paid particular attention to the state of regional economies and addressed implementation issues relating to the framework for growth and development, which had been the focus of attention at the recent meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government. Ministers agreed to recommend to the Bureau of the Conference of Heads of Government a process to carry the issues forward, including the appointment of a technical committee consisting of representatives of member states to assist the Council in monitoring the economic situation. There was unanimous agreement that the level of integration and interrelatedness among CARICOM economies warranted a regional solution to the current economic difficulties, which have the potential to affect even those economies which have performed well. The CARICOM Financial Services Agreement will establish a regional framework for the supervision and regulation of financial entities which operate cross-border in the regional economic space, while the intra-CARICOM double taxation agreement was amended to incorporate provisions for the application of the global standard for the exchange of tax information among CARICOM's tax administrations. The Council also reviewed the state of preparedness of member states for accommodating the reporting procedures resulting from the United States Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. While the ministers understood the importance that the United States attached to the protection of its tax base, they stressed the serious implications of compliance by CARICOM states, given the highly integrated nature of the region's financial sector. Ministers emphasized the importance of continuing their coordinated approach to negotiations with the United States and agreed to meet in mid-September to review the work of the CARICOM Task Force on FACTA. In Panama, a group of new Panamanian doctors who graduated in Cuba this year returned home to offer their services and were welcomed back by Foreign Minister Mayra Arozmena and their relatives at the Tucumán International Airport. Speaking to reporters at the airport, the officials said that the total number of graduates reached 98. But they all could not return together because they graduated at different places and at different times. And she went on to announce the upcoming arrival of other groups. The foreign minister told the relatives of the new doctors that all arrangements have been made to have all the professionals back home as soon as possible so that they could start providing their services at the committees where they live, according to PL News Agency. Larissa Rosales and Matsumi Solis, two of the new doctors, said they were all satisfied in having met their goals and being able to help their people. Students of an innovative leadership program in the Bahamas were invigorated by their exposure to a more global landscape in the Georgian capital of Atlanta. The students came to appreciate just how diverse career opportunities are when your visual is global, reported G. Vargo Liang of Barbados Institute for Youth Leadership Development, which offers a 10-month leadership course for Bahamian high school students. Liang, who was with his wife Zaza, set up the program, which includes visits to transnational companies, said the visit to Atlanta was transforming for the graduating high schoolers. Coming to Atlanta and visiting companies with massive global reach like CNN and Coca-Cola and talking to their managers widened options for our students by helping them realize their career opportunities are real. Taking advantage of the Atlanta trip, Laing sprinted into action trying to place one of the students. We are looking into the prospect of having one of the young ladies who is a track athlete from the underprivileged environment secure a scholarship through contacts made at Clark Atlanta University. The students were also introduced to the diplomatic world and how it connects with international trade and business through visits to offices such as the Bahamas Consulate General in Atlanta. On the spiritual side, Laing asserted their visit to Reverend Creflo Dollar's World Changers Church International impacted the students as they heard him preach a message which suggested that whatever your challenges in life, believe that God has already worked to help you overcome them, and you simply need to believe and you need to work to find his solution. The students participated in 3 exposure tours developed by BIYLD on one of the island of Grand Bahama, one of the island in New Providence, and one in Atlanta, Georgia. The visits provided insight into the workings of the corporate world, as well as the educational, training, and professional opportunities it offers. The Atlanta trip was the culmination of the program. In Barbados, a senior government minister has told a conference here that the economic turndown in Barbados has facilitated increased investment in agriculture as the engine for economic growth in both the public and private sectors. Agriculture, Food, Fisheries, and Water Resource Management Minister Dr. David Estwick, addressing a 2-day national seminar on food and nutrition security that ends here on Friday, said the recession has led to increased government and private sector spending in the agricultural sector. Estwick said that the sector needed to influence and attract more young people to become agricultural entrepreneurs, adding there was also the need to address the needs of smallholder farmers. I would like to reiterate my government's vision that all members of the Barbadian society permanently enjoy their right to adequate food and to be permanently empowered with sufficient resources to make sound food choices that led to a healthy lifestyle, Estwick said. Meanwhile, Health Minister John Boyce believes the scarcity of arable land, diminished spending power due to the global recession, and soaring world food prices all pose a threat to Barbados's food and nutrition security. Boyce said that while the country needed to guard against these threats, the challenge Barbados faced was more related to poor food choices, which directly contributed to the epidemic of chronic non-communicable diseases. He said Barbados, like other Caribbean countries, was experiencing a shift in national patterns, resulting in increased rates of obesity. The ministry is forging ahead and taking effective action so that individuals have the option to the right choices to ensure healthy living and wellness. This continued focus will be one of the many ways we seek to reduce the high rate of obesity and in the incidence of chronic non-communicable diseases in the country, Boyce said. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
I believe your mom let you take your car out. This is awesome. It's time to grow. You're crazy. Little while faster, go faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright. I raised my son to be careful.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom.
But just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or colemansubaru.com.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out-of-pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out-of-pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
Hey, excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. It's your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.